This video is about how to find assigned text for your classes. Students who watch this video should learn how to find their assigned text via Moodle, the Course Search Register, directly through the bookstore, and also learn about how to charge to financial aid. So at this point in the game, you should just know that to be able to access this, you're going to have had signed into your Ognet account. So on the Inside Augsburg page, you see that we've already signed in. And what we're going to do is take a look at Moodle. So when we click on the My Courses Moodle, and I'm already signed in, so I'm just going to confirm that I want to continue as me. If you hadn't already been signed in, you would have had to have entered your username and your password and just logged in. But I'm going to go to my quantitative decision making class again in my summer semester 2015 and open that up. And again, the instructor for this course has already posted the syllabus, and when we open the syllabus, what we're going to notice is that this person has told us directly in the syllabus, one of the first things actually, what the required text is. So he's told us the name and the ISBN number and where it is that we can find information that will be included, like the CD. So that's one way, looking on Moodle and looking at the syllabus. Another way is through the Inside Augsburg. When you go to Records and Registration, you can go to the Course Search Register and find your course. So I'm going to go ahead and go to my summer class. Again, the academic term that you're going to enter is really important. I'm entering 2015 summer semester graduate. Be sure to enter the term that's correct for you. And my department is going to be, for me, Master of Business Administration. For you guys, probably Master of Arts in Education, or perhaps Education Undergraduate if you're taking this at the undergraduate level. And I've clicked on Search, and here it is. As I scroll down, I can find my MBA 570 under the course heading in that far left column. So when I click on that, what you're going to see is that it takes me to the course detail page that includes in roughly the middle of the screen where it says check bookstore textbook list, and it's hyperlinked to go directly to the bookstore list. So this is a way that what you can do is you can go class by class, looking at the syllabus on Moodle, or using that check bookstore list is always going to take you class by class. What you can also do, using the A to Z directory to your benefit, go ahead and choose B for bookstore and click on the bookstore link. And when you get to the bookstore page, towards the upper left, one of the navigation choices is called textbooks. And then underneath that, you're going to say find textbooks. And what you're going to see is that the term is automatically going to default to the next coming term. And then there's a place for department. So you're going to go ahead and enter your department. Let's just, for example, try to find an education, so EDC, and course 220, Education Technology. It's a course that almost everyone watching this video will have to take for education. You're going to have to know which section you are assigned to. So let's just choose A. Okay, and what happens is that it tells us that this course does not require any textbooks. Great, we've saved some money there. So let's think about, we're also in an education class. Maybe we've got Education 200, Orientation. And this time, let's choose section B. And go ahead and say find materials for one course. And what you're going to see is that it's going to show you what textbooks that you need for that particular course. So again, that's just an example of doing class by class search, but obviously you know that you can fill up to the 4 classes that are listed here. In fact, what you can do is even say add more courses if you have more than 4 courses in a term. Maybe you're a social studies student and you're going to be taking your orientation class plus picking up your anthropology class. So we're going to take a look to see if there's a list for both of those classes. So what happens then is that it's going to divide them into class by class. It's going to section them off. So this first section here is for the classes, the books that we need for our anthropology class, and then for our orientation class. And what you can do over here under the select format, you can go ahead and tell them if you'd like to rent this used, rent it new, buy it used, buy it new, or buy digital. The choices here are going to depend specifically on each title. Some titles might not have the option of doing digital. Some titles you might only have the option of renting or buying it new. So whichever one that you would like to do that works best for you, we're going to say that we're going to rent both of these used. And then go ahead and add those items to your cart. So once we've viewed the cart, what you're going to see is this is just like any other online shopping experience. They're going to suggest some things for you to purchase. It's your choice if you do or not, but you're going to want to check out. And so if you haven't already, you are going to need to create an account for yourself for the bookstore. I happen to have one, so I will sign in as me just so that you can see an example of what it is that you can expect. So what's going to happen if you do rental books, there is an agreement that you have to read and then click to say that you agree with this before you continue on. It's going to give you the option of where you want to ship it to. You can have it shipped to your home, or you can say that you'd like to pick it up at the bookstore, and they're going to ask you the name that it should be reserved under. So go ahead and enter that, and you're going to continue. So what's going to happen is that they're going to ask you for a credit card information. You're going to have to put this in. Even if you're going to use financial aid to pay for your books, you have to enter a credit card information. In case you don't return the book, your credit card is going to be charged. So you're going to have to enter your credit card information and your student ID. And once you've done that, you can then additionally, if you're going to use financial aid to pay for your books, click on the financial aid box before you say continue. So for graduate students, you can charge up to $600 worth of books each term using your financial aid. Obviously, you should make sure that you're going to have enough money to cover it, and you have to be careful to know that the bookstore will indeed cut off your ability to use financial aid to pay at a certain point in the term. So it helps to go in and order your books early. In fact, it's really helpful as soon as you know that you're registered for a class and there's a bookstore list showing. It's helpful for you to go in there and to order them online right away, because the bookstore will contact you and let you know when your items have arrived. So you've discovered now 3 different ways to actually find the bookstore list, and then you know that you can choose to charge up to $600 towards your financial aid for your books. If you go to any of those places, the syllabus in Moodle, click on the check bookstore list in the course register function, or you've gone directly to the bookstore site, and if you're not seeing a list of books, again, if you're within like 2 weeks, 1.5 to 2 weeks of your class starting, and you're not seeing a bookstore list, then go ahead and contact your instructor via Moodle to click on the email, that compose email function, and send them an email and ask them when you might expect to see that bookstore list appear.